what do you get when you take a Kaweco Sport and you make it out of bronze? The Kaweco Sport bronze. And this is it. It was lent to me by Joost Appelboom of appelboom.com. And he said you should review this, so I did. It's a cute pen. It's the Sport, but it's bronze, so it's the bronze Sport. It looks like a Sport in any other way, but this one is made of bronze. Now, that's kind of fun because bronze is heavy, and yeah, my hands smell like bronze. I'll get back to that. But it's a very tough material, and I know that there's a big part of the EDC community that's right now is going, it's bronze. So let's cover it. I'll cover the parts of the pen, I'll do a writing sample, I'll tell you what I like about it and what I don't like about it. Let's get started. Kaweco, doo-doo-doo-doo, Kaweco, doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, what do we have here? This is a Kaweco tin, and I really like these tins because they're very cute. This is a Kaweco Sport Bronze. They're 158 euros and 64 cents plus VAT. They're not cheap. Extra fine, medium, broad, steel nibs. The copper part of the alloy makes the pen anti-bacterial, which is a good thing in this day and age. It's a very strong material. It's heavy and robust. Boom shakalaka. Let's look at the pen. Here we have the box, little cardboard sleeve, and then the actual box really is a tin. And I like these tins. They're very vintage looking. Look at how interesting the color of this plastic is because of the bronze. We get a little Kaweco sticker, and we get this sort of fold-out timeline of the company and other things in it. Okay, let's look at the pen. It's a Kaweco. It's like a Sport, but it's heavier and metal, right? So we have that. Let's compare it here to a Pilot Metropolitan. So it's certainly, should probably do it the other way around. So it's certainly a smaller pen, but that's the whole point of the Sport range, right? That it is small and pocketable, and then you post it, and then you have a larger sized pen. Let's cover the parts of the pen. So we have the vintage looking Kaweco logo on the finial, which I've always liked a lot. We have the cap. It says Kaweco Bronze Sport Germany. I've always liked the facets on the caps. It's very nice. Then you have the round barrel at the end here. There's just a little dimple. You can get add-on clips for the Sport models that you just slide on if you really want a clip. And that's pretty much it. Really solid, much heavier than a regular Sport. You really notice that because the regular Sports are plastic and this is bronze. And I would not be able to use this unposted. Not comfortably so. Does post securely, and then it's a sorry, I'll make sure it's all in focus. It's a nicely sized pen. It takes cartridges or special converters. The converters have not always been a great success, but you can just pop in a cartridge and you can refill cartridges. The nib has the Kaweco logo on it. Again, this is a fine. It has some scroll work. And it says F for fine, and that is pretty much it. Where the hell is my paper? Here it is. Let's do a writing sample. So, was hat man hier? No, was hat man hier? I try. Sorry, Annabelle. Kaweco Sport Bronze with a fine nib and Wassermann Blau. Okay. Writing with this pen is actually very pleasant. Yes, it's a fine nib, not necessarily my preference, but it's a nice fine nib. And what I really like is because the pen is a little heavier, there is a solidity to it. And that makes it a very pleasant writer. It feels very solid in hand, and that's of course what you would expect of something made of bronze, lazy bronze. Fast writing, pen keeps up well. I can't do it too fast because it's actually quite heavy. Wetness, I mean, it is a fine nib, but it's not the world's wettest writer, but it seems to be nicely tuned. Here we have line variation, not an awful lot, and that's kind of it. So don't expect much in ways of line variation. What about reverse writing? Well, reverse writing is a thing, and you can do that thing. But in this case, the nib runs very dry. I would not recommend it. I don't think you'll have a good experience, but of course, it's already a fine nib. I think what we need to do is take this cute little pen and talk about likes and dislikes. But before we do that, to demonstrate the solidity of the pen, boom, mic drop. The Kaweco Sport Bronze, what can I say? It's a cool material, it looks cool. I like that. It's very, very solid, feels very robust. It'll develop a lovely patina as you use it, which I think is a lot of fun, and part of the fun of using a material like this. You know that if you drop this, it's not an issue. This is fairly bulletproof, right? Bronze. So that's really nice. Heavier, solid. I like all these things. Nibs that are interchangeable with other sports. They're not that expensive. You can buy those nibs, replace them, flip them out as you need. I think that's a lot of fun. At, let's call it about 160 euros. It's certainly a lot more expensive than a regular sport, but it's also not made of plastic. It's made of bronze. So whether that's worth it to you, that's of course a personal matter. What I will say is, and that is my only concern, I like the fact that this material patinas. I think that's very cool. What I like less, my hands reek of bronze now. It's a special smell, and some people I know may be put off by that. I have a friend who actually lends me a lot of pens. It's my main man Murray, who cannot use metal pens like that. He uses it and he tastes the metal. So that can happen to people, and I know this would upset him. Like the smell, it's not overpowering. It's not that the whole room is filled with the smell of bronze, but I can smell it. At this distance from my hand, I can smell the bronze. So that might get better over time. Just want to point that out. That is a thing to take into account. That's it, really. Okay, that's it. I don't really have anything else to say. Kind thank you to Appelboom for lending me the pen. I know these are not the cheap sports, so thank you for that. That's all there's to it. I hope this was useful, and I'm glad to see you later. Bye.